Hi, Karen Curry Parker here with your weekly Human Design Evolution Report. There are some weeks when I have to give you a ton of data, and there are some weeks where the message is really, really simple. This is one of those weeks where the message is simple. The sun is in the 45, the earth in the 26. The gate 45 is the gate of the king or the queen, and I want to first start by reminding you, you are all kings and queens of your own realm. It's an energy of natural leadership. It's an energy of leadership that's recognized. And when we think of the archetype of the good queen or the good king, we're looking at an archetype that says we lead from our hearts. We give from our hearts. The good queen or the good king shares what they have. They share their resources. They share information. They allocate and manage what they have so that they can give it out into the world to better the world, right? That's our ultimate role. We give from the heart of who we are to better the world that we're in and leave the world a better place than when we got here. We can't do that if we're out of integrity, which is our earth energy this week. It's also our Jupiter energy this week. Now, when we talk about integrity, I always tend to approach the idea of integrity from my background in nursing. When we talk about somebody's body being integrity or skin being in integrity or an organ being in integrity, we're talking about, is it whole? Is it functioning well? Is it healthy? Does it have any trauma? Anything that's out of integrity is something that has some sort of breach in integrity or trauma. When we are struggling with our own sense of value as a result of some sort of trauma in our lives. And when I talk about trauma, my definition of trauma is very big. When I talk about my definition of trauma, I'm talking about any event, any experience, or any perception that you have that has caused you to question your value, your unique place in the cosmic plan, and your right place in the world. When we have experiences that traumatize us, that take us out of integrity with who we are, it impacts our ability to serve as the king or the queen in our own lives, in our own world. And as a result, we neglect to take care of ourselves, we neglect to set good boundaries, we neglect to cultivate what we have, to value it, to hold that value, to claim and defend that value so that we have more to give the world. Trauma. Any kind of trauma, any place where you're saying yes when you want to say no, and no when you want to say yes, any place when you're out of integrity with yourself, not only causes you to lose your connection with your sense of value and your right place in the world, it's actually depleting, and it causes burnout, and it takes resources away from what you could be giving the world, because all of your energy now goes to maintaining and stabilizing that trauma, trying to keep yourself safe or keep yourself building a protective identity so that when you go out into the world, you're not re-traumatized. So we're invited this week to explore for ourselves, where are we perhaps disconnected from our own sense of value, from our right place in the cosmic plan, our right place in the world, and how perhaps have you crafted or created a protective identity, an identity that maybe is keeping yourself safe, keeping you from expressing the truth of who you are in the world, sharing the resources of your heart with the world, and what can you do perhaps to bring yourself back into alignment with the truth of who you are? When you can live aligned, when you can live in accordance with the value of who you are and be the full expression of the true person you were designed to be, your authentic self, then your capacity to take leadership in your life to serve as the king and the queen in your world goes up exponentially. So do your work this week. Go on an exploration. Look at where might you be out of integrity with yourself and start making those changes so that you can take your right place as the ruler of your own personal kingdom. Have a great week. I look forward to talking to you next week. Bye.